What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Yeah, as you can see from the title, it's a likes and dislikes video. I'm gonna try to do this one take. I had the garage open for just the light, but there's a lot of cars passing by, so pardon me if I cut those things out. But for the most part, it's gonna be one take. I just kind of I've lived with the car for some time now, so I kind of want to give my perspective on Porsches and the car in particular. Um, let's see. So of course, let's start with I like the car, love it. I love the GT. I love the GT3. I love this. I love this specific car right here. So and I love the heritage, the brand. I want to speak on that for a little bit further. Is so coming off of the last vehicle I had here, the last car I had here was the F430, and I lived with that for a couple of years. It was nice, but I did start to miss my 911. I'm not sure why. I think it's mainly maybe it's the vibe that it gives. Like it's too flashy for my personality. I mean, I'm not used to it yet. Maybe I'll get used to it. 911s for the most part are very low key vehicles. For to a normal person, a Porsche is just a Porsche. They don't really know. Not everyone knows what a GT car is or 911, or specifically what 911 it is, and that's fine. And it's nice that for the people that know, they know, and it's fine. It's just for Ferraris, it's just it's weird. Like it's the group of owners that are in that scene. It's like it's not the same. It's hard to point a finger at it. I'm sure those people that have these cars, you guys know what I'm talking about. Porsches for me it just speaks to me personally better than the exotic brand, but maybe it'll change. I'm open to all brands. I'm not hating on any of them. It's just that for me right now, I'm not. I'm more into this particular brand, and so far it's been proven that this is the one for me because yeah. So I had a C4S back in 2017. That was my first 911, first Porsche experience. I love that thing. It's just the size, the power to weight ratio. That's the main thing about the 997 too, is that the size of it is just perfect. The proportions are perfect. I've sat on a 964, a 993. They're just small for me. I'm 6'2", 200 pounds, so it's a little crammed in there. It's nice size. I can still fit. It's just that this is the size I think for me, and just this one in black on black. It's just I think it was a lucky find because most of the GT3s listed right now are either white or they're the GT3 RS, which I can't really afford. So it's getting harder to find these cars, 997 GT3 cars. They're getting. I don't want to put some attention on it, but there's not much listed out there. If you go to Auto Tempest, there might be 5 listed. So I've been before I got this one, I was on the hunt for like I don't know a couple of years because I've been wanting to get back into Porsches, and it's just been so difficult because of the pricing, availability, and things like that. So initially I was looking at GT3 RSs, which is not the 997 because I know that the price on that is gone super high. Mainly, I was looking at the 991 era. So that one is like in the 200s to 250-ish. So around there, 991, 991.2. And yeah, it's just, that one's a little bit up there, but it's okay still for, that's the market now. But so this one was like 150, right? So I start to look at it and I'm like, damn, like the 997, they're creeping up. So something's going on with the 997 GT market. I guess people are catching on that these are actually the ones that are to get, and like I have mixed feelings about that because yeah, I agree. This is the nice package, and the 997 is a nice package. The size, the power to weight, but I still want to achieve the RS. That's still a dream of mine. So I'm kind of torn because the 991 is a much bigger car. It's much more powerful, sure, but I mean, it's just part of me just wants to achieve the RS. So down the line, maybe I'll just stick with this one. It's not like a bad thing to be stuck with a GT3. So anyway, that's kind of like my take on that. Yeah, I love the history, the heritage, engineering, dependability. This is I would say 911s are workhorse sports cars, workhorse supercars. They're the ones that you drive, put miles on. Um, you don't you don't baby this car. So when I had my F430, you don't want to put too much miles on that. Even though F430 is super reliable, that's the first of many reliable cars Ferrari is starting to make. So the F430, 458, 488, there's really no problems with those cars. Those cars are just bulletproof. It's just the owners that are causing problems with them. So a well-driven F430 is fine. It's serviced regularly. It's fine. The 360 is also fine. It's a great car. The 355 is the one that has some quirks. So anyway, yeah. So you can put so many miles on this. The Mesger engine is dependable, bulletproof. Track them. Drive them regularly. Put like 100,000 some miles on them. It's fine. It's just it's just now that the market has put the price on them as like astronomically high that people are starting to baby them and not drive them, and people are getting scared like, oh, your GT car has too many miles, but it's meant to be driven, or all cars are meant to be driven, but specifically GT cars are meant to be driven and driven in a way where you're actually revving them up and going up and down revs. So you're supposed to be driving them like a track vehicle. They are track vehicles. So, yeah. So it's just before, a long time ago, this car was just an $80,000 car back in like early 2000s. And I was like, yeah, someday I'll get one of those. And I should have, because now I had to pay double to get one. So it is what it is. It's just the times. It's crazy the times we live in. As car enthusiasts, all the cars are starting to, the starting price for any car that you want is 250,000. It's just insane. But that's a whole different conversation. Inflation and everything, COVID. So, what else is next that I want to talk about? Yeah, so I really like the spec of this. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if this is original. If it came black on black originally. I think the black wheels came from the RS, I think. It was black. I think this came with the silver wheels originally. So I gotta find like the spec sheet somewhere, look at the VIN. But I think this was not black on black to begin with. So it's not bad. It's not a bad look. I actually like the look. I like black cars, so yeah, I did, and then now, like you saw on my previous videos, I've done the fixings of here and there, replacing back, changing some stuff back to OEM plus. I think I'm at a good stopping point. I don't think I need to do anything else other than maybe change the bumper back to 997.1 if I even want to do that, because in my mind I'm still kind of making room for the RS. So that's still in my mind. That's still in my gut feeling that I want to get that. I'm not totally giving up on it, but I do kind of want to give up on it because this is such a nice car. Like I kind of want to just stop it with this one, but I don't want any kind of remorse down the line. Like I should have at least tried it. So I don't know. It's some decision making there, first world problems kind of thing, but that's where I'm at. So I want to get inside the car here. Maybe we can talk about some things. So, like I said, see, I just did a lot of refreshments here. Reconditioning the seats, cleaning the carpets and everything. I also reconditioned the shift knob. This is actually new, so this is a whole new setup right here because mine was ripped. And the steering wheel still needs to be sanded to get all these peelings out, but it's kind of nice. It's really clean feeling now, so I'm not even gonna bother right now for it. So right now it's fine. So right now we're at 340 miles. So based on the mechanics initial assessment of it, that yeah, it's good. It's a healthy car. Like no over revs. Actually, there's a lack of much like there's not a lot of revs at all. It's just crazy because it's like it's been babied, but the exterior is like they're pretty rough with it. So I asked a different mechanic friend of mine, like he's seen that, like people baby the car in terms of mechanically babied it, but like cosmetically didn't baby it. Like they just kind of get in and out. They're rough with the parts, the plastic parts. That's kind of odd to me actually, because why would you drive it like a old, like that, like an old person kind of like, but so you're super rough with all the stuff here. So I got all the plastic parts replaced here. It was missing that coat hook and the cover for the seat belt adjuster. I replaced that. Replaced all the lights to LED, as you can see there. Even though it's a nice touch actually, the LED upgrade. What else did I do here? So like, yeah, I'm gonna close the door. So if I close the door, like I like this size. This is the size I'm talking about. Like it's such a nice size that it's just there's nothing else I need. Like I sit here, I don't feel like it's too big. Like I can, it's not too big. It's just the perfect size, perfect stance where you sit. This is a nice seat. The sport bucket seats, they're not, not bucket seats, but the sports seats are nice. I was thinking about changing it to a bucket seat, but now I'm not sure. I know it looks better and it's good for resale to have a bucket seat, but they are very expensive now. So like, 15 grand, 20 grand. It's not gonna translate dollar for dollar, but your car is gonna be more desirable if you have a bucket seat. So, but this sports seat in general, for the most part, is good. It's good for people. So it's good for my size actually. So, and I just like the ergonomics of everything. But I mean, I do like the new ones too. But you can feel how big they are. Like you can see how wide it is and everything. But this one is just the right size. I just like it. What else? There's not much to say. Like, yeah. So it's a nice cage, RSS 930 cage. There's no seats back there anyway, so might as well. So got that replaced. Yeah. So it's really no complaints. So I guess we'll start talking about. The dislikes. And I mentioned it earlier, it's the price. The price is just, it's going up. So that affects me as a future buyer of the next GT car that I'm looking to get. It's affecting people that are looking to buy. So, but it's good for me also because I'm an owner. Now it's an appreciating. The GT cars are always appreciating. So, yeah, GT cars are always appreciating. So it's a good thing for the seller, but because I'm gonna be buying the next one, so that's kind of sucks too. Parts availability. So since I'm doing the refurbishing and stuff like that with this one, it's hard and expensive to find the OEM parts. So it's I guess it's partly because of the times, because it's an older car. It's 2007, and a lot of people are, I don't know, like there's not a lot of used parts for a GT3. Like for example, I'm looking for a bumper. You can't find them often. Like you can find aftermarket ones, but they don't fit the best compared to OEM. So it's just tough. So I guess because it's old. And what else is there? Yeah, I think I touched on everything. Love the brand. I love what it stands for. I love what it's about. I love the engineering. Kind of sums it up. Quality, performance, it's all good things. Like they've been developing this car for 50 plus years, and you would, that shows because they got it right. The recipe is, you would think that putting the engine behind the rear wheel is messes up the weight rate distribution. It does, but with engineering, they really fix that over time, and it gets better and better. Like, like when they release the next GT car, that is better than the old one. On paper, it's better than the old one. Driving wise, that's arguable because the 997 is the last of the raw GT car. So that's up to the owner at that point where they prefer. I think this video has gone too long, but I'm just I'm trying to hit all the points I want to hit in this one video before I don't want to make another video about it. And let's see. Yeah, no other plans. Actually, other than changing that bumper, I think I'm pretty much good. Just start saving money again and see if I can swing that RS. Maybe go back to motorcycles for a while. But right now, this is a good. I like it. I'm happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. If you're an owner or you're gonna be an owner, let me know what you think about the Porsche landscape in general. Let me know what you think about 997s, 991, going to and from, and if you're in that situation. Yeah, I'm willing to hear everyone's thoughts about it because I think Porsche is just such a good brand where you just take pride on the car to be when you own one. For some reason, I can't seem to find that connection with Ferrari. I don't know why, but for Porsche, it seems to be, it just fits me, just fits who I am. So, all right, guys. Hopefully this video wasn't too boring or anything. I feel like this is the right time to make the video, and at the right moment because I had my thoughts in my mind and I want to speak it right now before I lose them. So, all right. Again, if you make it to the end of the video, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.